what all these manifesting gurus fail to tell you about manifesting. These social media manifesting gurus, I find them very entertaining because that's what they do, they entertain. And so I'll give you an example of what so many of them do. So they start a YouTube channel. They talk about perhaps manifesting or raising your vibration, and they say, use these affirmations, and they play the YouTube game. So the YouTube game is a super addictive hook at the beginning of the video. Then they make the video very entertaining, lots of camera changes, or some way to keep you stimulated to watching the video, camera angle changes, shot changes. High velocity speech, no pauses between speech, everything to keep you engaged. And then they'll sell you something for the price of your email. So you get something in exchange for your email, and then they'll send you newsletters to sell you a cheap course, and then a more expensive course, and a more expensive course. There's nothing wrong in having different prices and entry points of different things for different people. But it's a system. It is a marketing system. And they follow the social media marketing techniques. And they work really damn hard at it, and they get really good at it. Again, they play the system. They work it really well. They become successful. Awesome. Not a problem there. And then after a couple of years doing it, they turn around and said, how I manifested $1 million. And they turn around and basically say, well, I manifested $1 million by working my little butt off and using all the psychological tricks and rules in the book to build a YouTube channel to make the money for me. So what they call manifesting is actually working their butts off. Yet at the same time, they're saying to you, just listen to these affirmations and you'll magically manifest. But the way they manifest it is they worked their butt off. Or they tell you, they decided, I wanted to manifest growing my channel. So I did a live stream video. When live stream videos were really being pushed by YouTube, I did a live stream video every single day for 365 days. And that's how I manifested growing bigger. No, that's working your butt off to grow bigger. So working hard is manifesting. That's what they tell you. Manifesting is working your butt off. Not by what they say, but by what they do. Really? That's manifesting? Now I'm going to describe to you what manifesting actually is. And then I'm going to tell you the first most important step of what you have to do to truly learn how to manifest. So, manifesting. I heard this story the other day, having a conversation with someone about manifesting. And they were talking about the progress their wife had with manifesting. So they were living in a house with a contract. Basically, when they moved into the house, it was a great house to live in. It was a little bit expensive, but they could afford it. And over the years, it's sort of income got harder, or cutting the story short. I don't want to make this a 45-minute explanation. But basically, it got to the end of the contract. And they got to a point saying, okay, now, even though I love living in this house, I can't afford to live here. I've tried to generate income, more income, to be able to stay in this house. But unfortunately, it got to a point that I haven't been able to generate it or manifest the money. But I really want to stay in this house. I really want to manifest a way to stay in this house. But I can't afford it. I tried it, didn't work. So they make this decision, right? And it's now time it's the end of the contract. I've got to give my notice. And I'm going to look for a place that I can afford to live in. So they send the notice to the owner. And the owner comes back and says, oh, but you've been living with us, living in our property, taking care of our property really, really well for 5 years. Now, suddenly, you want to leave. Why do you want to leave? The owner said, look, it's not I want to leave. It's like I have to leave because I can't afford to keep paying the price of this property, although I love the property. And so the property owner turns around and says, well, how much can you afford to pay? So they said, well, this is what I can afford to pay, which was quite a lot less than what they were originally paying. And the owner, an elderly gentleman or elderly woman, turned around and was like, look, you have been such a good tenant for us for the past 5 years. You have taken such good care of our property, which for us at this stage where we are, it's not so much maximizing profit out of this place. It's we respect people who take care of stuff, especially our stuff. So I'll tell you what, stay in the house and pay me what you can afford. That is manifesting something. Not by working your ass off, because they worked their ass off to try and generate more income. It didn't work. But they manifested the result they wanted, which was staying in the house. They assumed it was by making more money, but it wasn't. It was by taking such good care of the property that the owners wanted to keep them. That's manifesting something. So what is this first step we have to do before you go off and watch or listen to any silly affirmations and create visualization boards and all that nonsense, which really doesn't work? What do we have to do to learn to truly manifest? Not work our asses off, manifest. The first thing we have to do is clear all the negative programming. Now, the social media gurus will tell you this. They'll say, you have to raise your vibration to a manifestation vibration. You have to, if you have a problem with money, you have to clear what money represents for you. And it's very true. You do. You have to do the shadow work. You have to de-armor your beliefs, break down your beliefs. But it's not just your perception of money. You have to break down all the negative things you've been told during your entire life that have created your belief system. To be able to come into a point where your monkey mind is no longer in control and you can you can sit in the space of your mental body. And when I say this, if we say your monkey mind, your subconscious mind, that mind chatter, Within your physical brain, it's probably about the size of a peanut. Yeah. Where your mental body, for most people, their mental body, when they concentrate on the mental body, it'll be about between 0.5 meter to 1 meter in diameter around the head. But it can grow quite quickly to a diameter of about 30 meters. So when you have grown your mental body, the energetic body of the mind, to 30 meters in diameter, a circle around you, and it's not just a circle, it's a sphere. And you can sit from this mental body and you can visualize and you can observe that peanut of the monkey mind. You realize how little power it has on you. And as you're doing shadow work or feeding your demons, whatever you want to call it, then you're taking out these negative patterns, these negative beliefs that you've had installed in you since you were very young about being good enough, about being worthy, about what is possible to be done, what is impossible for humans to do, how we should think, how we shouldn't think. All the systematic programming that is designed to turn an amazing human being with huge mental powers into this little robot worker ant that doesn't question anything and just hits the nail on the head, moves the machine along, hits it on unquestioning, so they can then take 50% of your money from you. And I'm talking at an extreme, but that's basically what it is. I mean, you know, obligatory education, that is exactly what it is specifically designed to do. It's not freedom of education, it's obligatory institutionalization. And it's not just governments, it's religions, it's social groups, because most social groups have been programmed by the same rules. And all these things, perhaps they're there for a reason, but the point is all these things control you. And this is where the shadow work comes in. This is where breaking down these programs that have been installed in you, breaking those beliefs, bringing yourself back to, instead of living in that peanut, living in the whole mental body. Bringing back the power, the magic, the magnetism of the mental body. To then hold a desire. And then through not no action, we're not talking about what the movie The Secret and the Law of Attraction says, no action. We're talking about Wu Wei, effortless action. Effortless action is action. It's not doing nothing. It's not working your ass off. It is action, but it is effortless. To then enable the processes to work for you to bring the outcome to you without restricting how it does it. So if you say, I want to manifest winning the lottery, it's not going to work. If you said, I want to manifest $10 million, I don't care how I get it. Perhaps I win the lottery, perhaps whatever, yeah. Million ways that can happen. And if you just try to manifest the 10 million rather than win the lottery. Once you have released all that programming and re-established this, and yes, raised your vibration, but it's not what the social media influencers will tell you it is. It is vibrating, it is attuning the energy of your mental body, of your physical body, of your emotional body, aligning them, vibrating, literally vibrating, not being relaxed, not changing your emotion, not just changing the idea of, no, it is completely changing the way you're feeling. So it's like if you connect to the energy coming out of your screen now, my energy. And you just feel that. When you can vibrate that way, when you can take this, once you've done the shadow work, once you've de-armored your beliefs, broken them down, then you can begin to do what they, in modern day terms, call manifestation. In older terms, if we use Christian terms, it would be create miracles, or in other esoteric terms, it would be perform magic. Because miracles and magic are the same thing. It's the same as manifestation. It's all one big same thing. But you have to learn how to do it. And most of the people that do magic and miracles and things like that, and manifestation, even they will admit, well, yeah, it's sort of, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and 9 times out of 10 it doesn't actually work. It's because they're not following the basic rules, and the basic rules are the ones I just explained to you. If you want help with the first step of the shadows, of understanding these things, of how you feel about certain things, go to my webpage, theawakeningenergy.com. Look for Manifest with Skeed, because I have other courses and programs on there. Look for, on the front page, Manifest with Skeed. Then go look for my $97 course. It is a course, it is a short program. Right now, I think it's about $97. Go check it out. Go buy that course. It's a short course, it doesn't take long. But it will show you not just this first step, it will take you further. It will also take you to show you this first step, but also to start taking you into how to align your energy for you to be able to manifest what you want. Now, some people might turn around and say, oh, $97, that's a lot of money. Because all these other people are selling them at, well, they say they're worth $600, but they're actually selling it at $10 or $20. So whilst they say the value is 600 or 6,000, no, the value is 27 because that's what they're selling it at. $97 is the value of this course. It is the price of the course. The value of the course, you will understand it when you learn to manifest, and you will see that $97 is hugely undervaluing what it can give you, because it's not going to return you $97 if you follow it properly. It's going to return you much, much more. Remember, if you like my videos, to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. But these days, even more importantly with YouTube, and this goes for all social media, and not just my channels, this goes for any channels that you like to watch. These days, you need to interact. If you watch a video of someone you like, you need to interact with that video. Whether it's a like, that's a small interaction. A comment's a better interaction, and a share is an awesome interaction as well. If you share it with other people, it means they also get the information. People you know get this great information, or the information you think is great. But by interacting with the video, these algorithms of these different apps, or whatever you want to call them, understand, they've interacted with the video, they like the video, so we're going to give them more of that video. So more of that stuff will go to your home screen or whichever thing you're working on. So if you want to see more from your favorite channels, interact with every video. So if you've enjoyed this one, interact with it. And if you interact with it in one way, it'll be, if you interact with it in 3 ways, if you hit the like, hit the comment, and share it, it's going to be saying to the algorithm, right, this person really liked this video. I'm going to give them, when this video, this channel creator produces more content, I'm going to make sure it goes to the home feed of this person so they get to see the next video because they really enjoyed this one. So just remember that, bear that in mind. That is the best way to stay up to date with the channels that you enjoy. See you in another video.